Hey Scorpio, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this week's reading. This is going to be our weekly reading for July 11th through the 17th, 2023. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio. At the heart of your reading, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This feels like a new effort it feels indulgent to you. You're very proud of being able to explore this desire. I think that you've wanted to do this for a while, but you've been held back by your circumstances or by a person that wasn't supporting you in this. It could be as simple as like wanting to take a painting class or wanting to buy yarn and hooks so that you can start crocheting. And someone was always like, is that really where you should be spending the money? Or are you sure you want to start a new hobby? You have enough supplies sitting in the closet that you never move forward with. Is this just going to be more wasted money? I feel like you're putting that all behind you and diving into something that you're passionate about that makes you feel, makes you feel alive. It makes you feel happy. But because you're indulging something that's like just for the pleasure of it. It's definitely tied up to like spending money on yourself or spending money on something that you've wanted, an object or something that you've wanted to do, an experience. And you're pretty stoked about it. The challenge is the Four of Cups in reverse. Someone's making a counteroffer that you're not interested in. Someone wants you to stay emotionally connected to their way of doing things, but you are feeling more like those emotional ties are getting looser and or falling apart, and you're reveling in the independence that's being reborn out of this kind of unraveling. So they're going to continue making offers or attempts to reinforce those bonds between you. The challenge being saying no to that or leaving enough space between you and them so that the bonds stay loose or that they continue disintegrating and going on their natural progression toward falling apart. Your focus is on the Wheel of Fortune and Strength. You are wanting to hone a skill. You're wanting to get better at something. You know that you have this raw potential, but it is going to require some discipline, some training. And you see this as a huge opportunity, perhaps an opportunity to parlay that into making a decent amount of money. So you could be pursuing a new interest that you feel like could be a side hustle for you or could turn into a new profession for you. It is still tied up to this energy of giving up on something else, though, with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Or it could just be as simple as giving up on the idea that an effort needs to be arduous and difficult in order to be worthwhile. It could be that you've recently come into some money, and that is setting you on a path of independence where you want to be more in control over your own finances instead of other people having access to it. So you want to be able to spend that money on you instead of them, perhaps. If that's the case, I get the sense that you're considering this as like your money. Like it could be like a boyfriend-girlfriend scenario where one person wins some cash in the lottery, and the other person is like, we won, and they're like, haha, no, we didn't win, I won. That sort of vibe. Yeah, this really strong like independence keeps coming through with the, even more so with the sun energy here. You might be dealing with a Leo because we've got strength and the sun and this kind of indulgent, putting yourself first energy with the Nine of Pentacles. In the recent past, we have the Hanged Man in reverse paired with the Knight of Cups. I feel like this is you getting unstuck from leaving someone in like your front and center focus of your life because they've been, I think, generous with their time is what I want to say. This cup of love that they've been offering, I think, is like, I'll be there for you. I want to spend time with you. You need me, I'll be there. So it's like, that's been valuable to you, and I think it's genuine on their part. But you've recently decentered them from your life for whatever reason. You might have just decentered love from your life to focus on this new enterprise or this new activity that you're indulging in. The energy of your environment, what surrounds you, is the Three of Pentacles. This is being seen in a way that other people value you in a new light and want to collaborate with you. And I think that's part of what you've been wanting. You want to put yourself out there in a way that's like promoting you with the objective, in part, of gaining the attention and admiration and respect of other people in the field that could, that if you partnered up, like meeting of the minds, collaborate somehow with, that you could be even more powerful in this regard, like the best of the best coming up, teaming up together in order to create something better than they could individually. This could be something that you've really been hoping for with the Ten of Cups there at the bottom of the deck, something you've been dreaming of, hoping for a long time. Has the potential to make you really happy. In the near future, we do have some sort of parting of the ways, some big shakeup in your material life, material circumstances with the Five of Pentacles. More often than not, this plays out in a person's life by some sort of rejection happening. So the most common way that the energy of the Five and the Pentacle can play out in someone's life is kicking someone out of the house, or you being kicked out of the house, like a breakup that requires a move. It can also be changing jobs. But moreover, the energy of the Five of Pentacles is just like chaos and change in your material circumstances. That means like tangible things, like your home, your money. And change is not necessarily a bad thing. You could receive a big change in your finances for the positive. And I would say you have a lot of positive cards here. So the context is very positive, but even more so because we have the Star here at the bottom of the deck. That's very fortunate. It's also very like aligning with your destiny or your life purpose. In the short term, it is entirely possible that you're going to experience this change as something difficult, but it's part of a larger story that is very, very beneficial for you. And entirely possible that it's going to be you deciding to part ways with someone else, and they are the one who's going to feel rejected by you. In what is going to affect the situation and surprise you, we have the Ten of Swords and the Moon in reverse. Some ending is going to come out of nowhere. because we have this energy that's a potential ending of sorts with it's definitely a change. So if something's going to change, more likely than not, that means something's going to end. Still coming out with the 10 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So there's this undercurrent of long-term happiness, joy, satisfaction, aligning with what you truly want in life. So this could be a surprise on someone else's part. Like it's going to surprise them so much this ending came out of nowhere. You might be the one surprising someone else. Or it might surprise you that they take it so hard, that there's such a finality to it. Or like your take could be that they should have seen it coming, that there were many signs, and that they should be like more on the same page with you, that this should be over. Maybe you go into the conversation with that assumption. So if that's the case, maybe take this for what it's worth, but maybe have a bit of a softer hand when you deal that blow, so to speak. Because it looks like it's going to just, whomever is on the receiving end of this, like putting the final nail in the coffin of something, so to speak, they will not see it coming. They will not expect it at all. It is possible that it's you. Okay, moving on. In your hopes and fears, we have the Sun. I like that that came out in this reading. It gives even more of a positive vibe to this. Whatever changes are happening, it is definitely for the higher good. You are hoping that you're going to gain some freedom, that'll open up more opportunities for you. You're also fearful because it's two sides of the same coin. You're fearful of what that might mean, maybe the indecisiveness of having so many options at the same time is a little bit less safe than having only one or two options to choose from, or walking on the same path that you've been on, you know, the tried and true familiar territory. Oh, there is a bit of being on display that I feel like is off-putting to you, that embarking on this new opportunity or pursuing the new opportunities would put you in the public eye or expose what you're doing to the public somehow that is not really sitting well with you. You'd rather not be accessible to be scrutinized by other people. But I think it comes part and parcel with the opportunity, so there's that. The end result we have is death in reverse. So really letting the ending take hold and take root. It's no longer something that is in process of ending. It's something that has ended, and you're just kind of resolving the finalities of the ending, so to speak. You're making a new plan to move forward with the Two of Wands here, embarking on the new territory. So you are still in your comfort zone, in your familiar territory, but your attention is focused outward. Your attention is focused on the other side of that garden path in the sun imagery. Your attention is focused on that Nine of Pentacles, where you can be enjoying yourself for the things that you love, focusing all that money and time and attention on you and you alone. There will be loose ends to tie up. There will be things that you have to process. But you've already gone through the depth of it. I think if anything else, it's allowing the time for the other person to kind of catch up. your advice in order to optimize your experience as you move through these energies is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's a few things coming through here. First, I want to say don't put yourself in a position of being an apprentice when you are more qualified than that. Even if it's positioned as like, well, we don't hire anybody in at the manager level. You have to prove yourself at the lower level first. No, you don't. Not in this scenario, not in this phase of your life. That's not the case for you. If you've mastered a certain skill, don't subjugate yourself to someone who is on your level, experience-wise or talent-wise. Or relationship-wise. This could just be strictly like a romantic relationship situation. We do have the Lovers in reverse there at the bottom of the deck. So it's like if someone is saying they have more experience than you, they know better than you should listen to them. Maybe they're throwing in your face like information they have about you and your past to try and get you to believe that they know better about how things should play out. That would also fit with this. Like, listen to yourself and your own lessons. They're the ones, your own inner being, your own inner knowingness, and your experience through your life lessons is what should inform your decisions moving forward, not anyone else's expertise or lessons that they've learned. I want to leave it there. I think that's what needed to come through. So, Scorpio, I hope this helped. Have a great week. I'll see you back next time.